Alright, so welcome to my efficient lava runecrafting guide for 1 defense peers or for people whose account is otherwise restricted so they can't complete Lunar Diplomacy. This guide is going to show you the fastest possible experience for runecrafting disregarding any essence runner methods. This guide will also mainly concentrate on levels 75 and above, but you'll also learn how to craft lava runes at lower levels. This method costs money, so you will be losing a bit of money. It's not too expensive though. You can find money calculations in the description with accurate prices. This method is also not very AFK and could be considered quite click intensive. But overall I think this is a very fun and an interesting method. Here's the index of the guide. You can skip to certain parts of the guide by clicking on the times on the screen, or you will also find them from the description. If you are less than 75 runecrafting, you'll only need to have 23 runecrafting, nothing else. If you are 75 runecrafting or above, you'll need to complete the Rune Mysteries quest and the Enter the Abyss mini quest. You'll need to have the small, medium, large and giant pouches. High mining and agility levels are also very useful. Later on you'll learn why. 99 crafting for the crafting cape is also very useful, but it's not required. The items you'll need if you are below 75 runecrafting is Earth Runes, Pure Essence, Earth Talismans, Stamina Potions, Dueling Rings, and Binding Necklaces. If you are 75 or above, you'll need the pouches, and also glories and some food. If you are below 75 runecrafting, all you'll need is a Fire Tiara, Binding Necklace and a Dueling Ring. And also take your crafting cape, if you have it. And just remember to keep your weight at 0 kilograms or below. If you are 75 runecrafting or above, you'll need the Fire Tiara, Binding Necklace, Dueling Ring, Pickaxe, a Glory, and the crafting cape, if you have it. And the rest is up to you, this is just what I like to wear. And the regen bracelet is really recommended for the health regeneration. With this method, when you go to the abyss to fix your pouches, you will always be unscalded. Your skull will have time to disappear, so you will be able to protect your valuables. Also, when checking your weight, remember to have your pouches and your glory with you in your inventory, because they weigh something. You could also optimize your gear setup for the best defensive bonuses, but I've been just fine with this, so yeah. Also, if you want to have your pet following you, it's fine. If you were to get the runecrafting pet, it would go to your invent. So yeah, it would not disappear. However, I would not recommend using the pet if you're banking at Castle Wars, because the pet gets in your way when you're banking. So you're trying to bank and trying to click on the bank, but the pet gets in the way. But if you are banking at the crafting guild, the pet will go behind you here, and you can click on the bank just fine. Alright, so first I'll show you example runs so you get the basic idea. If you are below 75 runecrafting, you just take your talisman, your essence, and teleport to Dual Arena. Again, you click on your compass so you look north, and then click north. You will always be going north, so you can do that. So you enter the ruins, turn your camera like this, and then right as you enter, you just click here. And then you'll be at the altar. So you just use your talisman and you craft the lava runes. And then use your cape or your ring to teleport out. And then you just repeat this same thing over and over again. If you are 75 runecrafting or above, take your essence first, fill your pouches once, then take 2 talismans and essence, and then tally out again. Once you're running north, you want to move your other talisman down here, so it's easier to empty your pouches and use the talisman on the altar. When you're at this place, you run, you click on the menu app again, and then you run this way, and you take your talisman ready, you use it on this one, and right after you use it, you click north on this compass, and then empty your pouches quickly, and then use the other talisman on the altar also. So you come from here, use on the altar, and you can click north, and right as you craft your first lava runes, you empty your pouches quickly and use the other talisman here, and then just tally out whichever tally you use. So you will be banking at either the Crafting Guild bank or the Castle Wars bank. In your bank you want to have bank fillers. So what you do first is you take whatever you need to take out, so pouches and your earth runes, release any placeholders you may have, go to the settings tab here and click on fill bank. Then your bank is filled with this, and when you click deposit all, you can't deposit this, it will only deposit whatever you don't need. So your item order in bank. I like to have my bank like this, it's pretty good and soon you'll learn why. You can also choose your own order, of course. So there are different kinds of banking with this method. The first is just normal banking, which you saw before. You fill your pouches, 2 talismans, pouches, and tally out. Then there's the kind of banking if your ring and necklace has broke, so you take them out, and essence, fill the pouches, equip these, bank, 2 talismans, essence, and tally out. Then there's the kind of banking when you need run energy, so take your stamina potion out, essence, fill the pouches, drink the potion, bank everything, 2 talismans, essence, and tally out. Sometimes, very rarely, you might also need to eat the food, so you take the food, essence, fill pouches, and same thing. Sometimes you might also need to do multiple things at once, so maybe need more run energy, need a ring, need a necklace, and need food, so you can take them all, and also take your essence, and then you can just do them all at once. Just like that, and then bank it. With 2 talismans, essence, same stuff. So then when you know your giant pouch is about to decay, you want to start using your medium pouch as well. So take it out, take the essence out, fill the pouches, and you see it decays. Then you take 2 talismans, tally out, take your essence and then tally out. And I'll show you right now how you work with 3 pouches, so what to do at the altar. So once you've done about 25 runs, 27 is the max you can do before your large pouch breaks as well. So then you want to do an abyss run to fix your pouch. So bank everything, take your small and medium pouch, your glory and essence. Fill the pouches, equip the glory, bank the necklace, take more essence, fill again, bank, and then tally out to Edsville with your glory. And then just run to the abyss. And I'll talk about it more once I'm there. So you click teleport, on this guy, and here's the agility obstacle, and there's also an agility obstacle. You will have either a agility or a mining obstacle closest to you, so if you have a higher mining or agility level, you might want to pick the better one, because your chance comes off 1 plus your level. So I have 99, so my chance is 99 plus 1, that's 100. So I have a 100% chance to succeed, so I can't fail. So if you can fail, I recommend you to spam click on the obstacle, because these guys here, they do damage. So spam click on the obstacle and they can't damage you. There will also be an obstacle on your both sides, so a mining or an agility one on the other side, and a mining or an agility one on the other side. So once you're through the obstacle, you want to go to this middle place, right click repairs on the dark mates, and he repairs your boats. Then you exit through nature rift. You craft some nature runes. And then, if you have the crafting cape, tele out with it, but if you don't have the crafting cape, don't do the castles, do the Edgewood teleport. You do the Edgewood teleport so your dueling ring teleport stays at an even number. Then just bank here. Bank everything. Take your binding necklace, essence, fill the pouches, equip the necklace, bank again, 2 talismans, essence, and then you start repeating once again over and over again. So my first tip would be stream markers. I have one here for my bank, and here one for deposit all, and then here one for my dueling ring. So a pouch counter is really good. I have one in my AHK script that I share in the description. So I have my number right here, and it goes till 10 when you tally, and then here you'll see that your pouch will break, then it goes up again. Here's your second last run, and then you tally to abyss, and it goes back to 0 and you start repeating. If you don't have a pouch counter, it'll be quite hard to keep track of 26 runs in a row. So yeah, it's very useful. So a dueling ring charge count is really good, if you can get that. A thing like this. Also, once you're at the bank, your dueling ring charge count will always be half of what you have in your binding necklace. So I have 1 charge, it means I should have 2 charges here. And then they will always break at the same time. And you also want to have your attack options on hidden, so you go to your settings, click here, and you want to have these on hidden or always right click. So when you go to the abyss, you can't misclick on a player or misclick on the abyss guardians. And then crowded worlds. You really want to avoid worlds where there are a lot of people. So when you try to use your talisman on the altar, you might misclick on a person, and that's just not nice. So sometimes you will fail your pouches. So let's say you're at the altar and maybe you misclick your empty or craft normally or something, so your charges will go off on the binding necklace. So I'll show you right now how you fix that. So you want to take a third talisman with you, and you want to craft 3 times, and I'll show an example right now. So my first efficiency tip would be one ticking pouches. You can one tick 2 pouches or 3 pouches. Now I'll show a clip of me one ticking 2 pouches. And now I'll show a clip of me one ticking 3 pouches. Another efficiency tip would be turning your private offline. This is an important one. If you have friends, they will PM you, then you have to stop runecrafting and reply to them, and you're just losing XP, and that's no good. Another efficiency tip would be filling your small pouch early. So when you go to the abyss, you will need both of these pouches and fill them, but if you have filled the small one earlier, you will already be full. So you won't have to bank twice once you go to the abyss. You only have to rebank once to fill. So it's a little bit better. And then we got auto hotkey. Auto hotkey is really useful for this method, and this method will be quite hard without it. I'd recommend making a really good and nice chill script, but keep it at 1:1 ratio. You can also use and edit my script, I posted it in the description. However, if you don't understand the auto hotkey language very well, my script most likely won't make any sense for you and you won't be able to use it. If you can't get a nice and a chill script, use a basic normal one. Lastly, here's a video of me doing the lava runes for 1 hour, so click the link on the screen or the link in the description. This is not my best hour, I made quite a lot of mistakes, but you can still look at the vid and learn off it. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching and make sure to share this video with any pure friends you may have.